What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Sundays 80. I am very excited. Dr. Aiden Musson, and thank you for joining the brand new episode on the brand new week of Sports Sundays 80. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit like down below, and make sure to hit bell post notifications for every video and update from our channel. Aiden, we have a very interesting topic today, and it is: who is the real best team in the NFL? Of course, the Steelers just came off of a dominant victory against the Baltimore Ravens to remain as the only undefeated team in the NFL. Of course, we have the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. We have the Seattle Seahawks led by Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Bobby Wagner, etc. And the Green Bay Packers, we can throw that into the conversation as well. Of course, we still have other teams: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, Buffalo Bills. Right, and we can go on and on and on. And don't forget about the Tennessee Titans as well. So, Aiden, I'm going to give you the floor right here. I hope you're having a phenomenal start to your day. So, Aiden, who is the real best team in the NFL? Don't say anything stupid now. Don't say anything.
Okay, be quiet. Let me talk. All right. Obviously, in the NFC, you got the Packers, you got the Seahawks, right? I'm not going to say anything about the NFC South, and I damn sure ain't going to say anything about the NFC East. Okay. Oh, jokes aside, you've also got all the amazing teams in the AFC, such as the Steelers. Well, not the Ravens anymore. They lost Ronnie Stanley, and Lamar Jackson has turned into Cam Newton 2.0, as you said. And then you got the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. The Chiefs right now are on a roll. They destroyed the horrible Jets, right? They have Patrick Mahomes, who's slinging the ball real nice now, right? He got off to a slow start. I won't say slow start to a season, but started to speed up. Then you got Tyreek Hill being the best deep threat ever. You got who I believe right now, because of the George Kittle injuries, is the best tight end in the league, and Travis Kelce. Right, you got a great O-line, right? Not the best in the world. That's a good O-line. It's a good O-line. You got a running attack. You got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I think has the potential to go 1,000 yards this season as a rookie. Right? I believe now, after what I saw last night, that Patrick Mahomes is our new and say a revolutionary topic that Patrick Mahomes is now the MVP. I unfortunately, we had Russell Wilson leading. Yeah, we had Russell Wilson leading. He was amazing. He was doing so many things, right? We didn't see the full capability of Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes hadn't gotten into his stride yet. Patrick Mahomes hadn't started strutting yet. The new MVP of our league is Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are the best team in the league. And that's my statement.
Aiden, I just want to address that point right there. Patrick Mahomes suddenly becomes the MVP of the league after he plays the now 0-8 New York Jets. After New York Jets.
Yeah.
Wow.
His stats are better than Russell. He's got the better team. Doesn't lose to doesn't lose the Cardinals because he threw an interception to Budda Baker, and your receiver had to chase him down like he was the Predator. So yeah, the Chiefs.
Look, I'm trying not to say anything disrespectful. I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful. I'm trying not to say it. But right now, the drivel that's come out of your mouth, Aiden Musk, that is absolutely disrespectful to the town of Russell Wilson.
I didn't say it was respectful.
No. Let me remind you that the Seattle Seahawks have the same record as the Kansas City Chiefs, even though, hold up, Aiden, a couple of weeks ago lose to the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm pretty sure they did.
Las Vegas Raiders are a better team than Arizona?
What?
Okay. That's a bold statement. That's not a statement for now. That's a different topic for a different day.
You're reaching, man. Don't. No, no, no.
Oh no, I'm not reaching. I'm not reaching. Arizona and Las Vegas are almost equal, if not. I give Las Vegas the edge.
Aiden, weren't you the one that said Kyler Murray? And he at the beginning of the season, you said that Kyler Murray was there.
Hey, Kyler Murray is a bad brother, and Derek Carr doesn't even measure to the talent of Kyler Murray. Because Derek Carr has a better supporting cast right now.
Don't you start there, Aiden. Don't you start there. Let me get back to the topic of hand here. When we're talking about the best team, I'm not looking at record, or I'm not looking at team. I'm looking at people, and I could look there and say that, hey, that team could be a threat to this team. They have a possibility of going to the Super Bowl. But connect the dots together. And if we're talking the best team in the NFL, Aiden, you said the Kansas City Chiefs, and I know they're defending Super Bowl champions, but as of right now, the performance they've had the past couple of games, it's been a little shaky. Been a little shaky at some point, at points in time. A little shaky, right? They could have outscored Buffalo Bills by a lot, but guess what? They didn't put that many points on the board. Of course, I mentioned that loss to the Las Vegas Raiders a couple of weeks ago, and now Patrick Mahomes, to you, Aiden, according to you, Aiden, has suddenly become the MVP of the league after he placed it 0-8.
Bold statement, bold statement, bold statement.
Yes. So, Aiden, if we're talking the best team right now, I have to say the team in the NFL is. And it's no disrespect to the Kansas City Chiefs, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm not going by record. I understand the Steelers play that much competition compared to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Steelers about to be 0-10. I can guarantee that because they play scrubs the next couple of weeks. Next week they got the Cowboys. That's an automatic W, right? Look at the weeks after that. They got 2 more automatic wins, right? They're gonna be undefeated for a long while. So I don't disagree with the claim, but I can't go with the claim.
Right, but Aiden, I'm not basing this off of record. Let's say when I look at that defense, hey, it's the best defense in the league, Aiden.
That's fair.
J. Watt, Bud Dupree, we can't forget about Minkah Fitzpatrick, right? Those dudes on that line. And at the quarterback position, those are some bad brothers right there. And the offense, even though they had a rough start in that first half against Baltimore, guess what? They still have dudes on that team at the wide receiver position, and don't forget the backfield that could dominate. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have surrounded themselves. They've surrounded Big Ben Roethlisberger with a plethora of weapons for him to dominate. You got Juju Smith-Schuster. In the backfield, you have James Conner, right? At the wide receiver position, you still have Dante Washington, I believe. In tight end position, you have Eric Ebron. And you can't forget about, I believe, Chase Claypool, that outstanding rookie, right? And I look at it as an overall team. It's solid. It's solid. And Aiden, I've said this in these past couple of weeks. I said that the Pittsburgh Steelers were a threat. As of now, they are a threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. Because guess what? So far this season, the Kansas City Chiefs have not played as tough of a defense as the Pittsburgh Steelers. You look at yesterday's game and go watch it. The Pittsburgh Steelers neutralized Lamar Jackson.
They did?
That defense neutralized Lamar Jackson in every way possible. They contained Marquise Brown, right? Mark Ingram wasn't playing, but they contained Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, right?
Hold up. I gotta ask you a question real quick. So you're saying that you're saying that Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu and Kendall Fuller, Juan Thornhill, right, all the guys over there couldn't contain Marquise Brown and Lamar Jackson?
I'm not saying that. They did win. They did contain them. But when I'm comparing the defense between the Chiefs and the Steelers are a way better team. The Steelers have neutralized quarterbacks in every way imaginable, right? Lamar Jackson, and I texted you yesterday. I said he was Cam Newton 2.0. I said he was Cam Newton 2.0. He's an inaccurate passer. There's no contender to him. But Lamar Jackson has not utilized his weapons this season. Don't forget, you have a Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, a speedy wide receiver, Marquise Brown. You have Mark Ingram, right? Right, you have all them dudes over there. Royce Sneed, he had a good game. He has some great plays for the Ravens. But guess what? At the end of the day, the Ravens could not get the job done, and the Steelers came back. But Aiden, I said that the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl and they're gonna win, and I still believe that. I still believe that. But if we're talking about at this point in time, they're rolling, the way they're rolling, I'm sticking with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget about Mike Tomlin, who as of right now is without a doubt the coach of the year in the NFL. No argument whatsoever. Mike Tomlin, who recorded his 140th win as a head coach in the NFL, passing the great Tony Dungy as most wins all time by an African American coach in the history of the NFL. Congratulations to him. Mike Tomlin, coach of the year. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers. As of right now, I say that they are the best team in the NFL. Aiden, I'm going to give it back to you in a second. But if the Kansas City Chiefs were to face the Pittsburgh Steelers as of now, I'm basing this off of performance and basing this off of consistency. Right now, if the Kansas City Chiefs face the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would pick the Pittsburgh Steelers just because of that dominant defense, and they can still get the job done on the offensive side. Aiden, any argument to this?
Can you look up what week the Chiefs played Steelers? I know they're playing this year.
Wait.
Do they play them this year? I believe they do.
It's a possibility they do, but I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm gonna get that back to you. But what were you saying?
All right, so I was going to make a claim based on what week that they played them, but since we don't have that data right now, I'm just going to say this. Right, I know my claim that Patrick Mahomes is the new MVP of the league might sound outlandish to some, but you have to understand something. The AFC itself, a lot harder than the NFC right now. A lot harder. I see this as, okay, going into the playoffs, okay, Seahawks might be the number 1 seed. Who are they playing? They're playing whoever comes out the NFC East. Only God knows who that is. They're going to play someone who probably doesn't even have 10 wins, right? Maybe not even 7 wins, God. They're going to play some type of team. They're going to sweep them, right? Nobody knows who's going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's either the Chiefs or the Steelers. Right now, it's the Steelers, right? The Chiefs don't get that number 1 seed. You see a harder road, right? You see a harder road where they're going to have to gravel and fight above it, right? And I don't think that Russell, right now, this is no slander towards Russell Wilson. Patrick Mahomes is just better. He's just better. Right, I know the MVP is based off of the seasons and the stats from that season.
This season,
right? Yeah, this season, right? I can see where you go with Russell Wilson, right? He's had the flashier season, right? 26 touchdowns, right? Only a handful of interceptions, right? But also tie Patrick Mahomes' record, right? Patrick Mahomes isn't going to take that line down. Patrick Mahomes is going to come for you full speed ahead. I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I believe in the Chiefs. I believe it's a road to come, and I also believe that the NFC needs to get its you-know-what together. Because what we saw this week was pitiful. I mean, right? We got the Giants playing the Buccaneers tonight. I don't even want to watch that game. That game looks like it. That game is going to be horrendous, right? The NFC.
Aiden, Russell Wilson this season has thrown for over 2,000 yards.
So is Patrick Mahomes.
Touchdowns.
So is Patrick Mahomes. Not the same amount of touchdowns, but over 20 touchdowns.
Aiden, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs compared to the Seattle Seahawks, the Chiefs are clearly the better team. But if we're talking overall performance between Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson, it clearly goes to Russell Wilson with no argument whatsoever. I rank Patrick Mahomes a second in my MVP race, but Russell Wilson is pretty much far ahead at the number one spot. Look, I know Patrick Mahomes may beat him out in passing yards, but guess what? He's still Russell Wilson. I believe Patrick Mahomes does have a speedy wide receiver in Tyreek.
Oh, so and you're saying that Lockett you're saying Lockett isn't as useful as Hill. I mean, I understand that Hill is the speedier receiver, has a better deep threat ability, but Russell has DK and Tyler Lockett. You can't use that excuse anymore. And Chris Carson, right? Who we've seen can be used in their offense in many different ways. Russell Wilson doesn't have the I don't have talent excuse anymore.
Hey, no, I'm not knocking them, but you cannot really compare Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and Chris Carson to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes has more.
And
Patrick Mahomes is more.
Patrick Mahomes came in when he came in as a starter with the Kansas City Chiefs, he had a load of weapons at his disposal, right? He had a handful of weapons at his disposal for him to dominate, right? 50 touchdowns, first season as a starter. He's the MVP of the league. He's the MVP of the league. But Aiden, look, and you actually put Patrick Mahomes as number one in your MVP race after he throws 5 touchdowns against the 0-8. 0-8, that means 0 wins and 8 losses. The 0-win New York Jets. And when I look at performances against like some of the good teams in the league, of course he had a good game against Baltimore. Right? This schedule, I would say it's mostly easy. Mostly easy. I'm gonna go back to that game before the New York Jets, Aiden, the Denver Broncos. They played them on October 25th. Patrick Mahomes threw for 200 yards, only 1 touchdown. Only 1 touchdown. Only 1 touchdown against the Denver Broncos team without Von Miller, Chris Harris Jr. Right, even though Chris Harris Jr. not on the team. Yeah, I know they got Bradley Chubb. I know they got, I think, like Jonathan Simmons. I mean, who else they got? Who else they got?
They have what's his name? He's the safety. I can't remember. Oh, Justin Simmons.
All right. Oh, I said Jonathan. Justin Simmons, right? Justin Simmons.
Yeah, Justin Simmons.
Right. Who else they do that? Who else do they have? And the rest, I understand, Aiden. You're critical of his performance against the Arizona Cardinals, but you can't forget.
Very critical.
Very critical. But guess what? He still threw for 3 touchdowns in that game, even though he did throw 3 interceptions. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, Russell Wilson has had the better performance, the better individual performance than Patrick Mahomes as of now. As of now. Look, Russell Wilson, I know we're trying to turn this to like an MVP discussion.
Yeah, but let's not do that today.
MVP discussion, but as of right now, the MVP is clearly Russell Wilson. Let's discuss Aiden, final words on the best team and who's the real best team in the NFL.
I believe it's the Chiefs. I believe the Chiefs will show that they are a great team. I believe Patrick Mahomes will show that he's the MVP of the league. I believe the Steelers are also some major contenders. I don't see them yet because they haven't really played a whole lot of people other than Baltimore. Excluding Baltimore and Tennessee, the Steelers really haven't had to play a whole lot of guys, right? I'm going to go with the Chiefs simply out of projection, right? That's all I got to say.
Aiden, I have the Steelers because of projection too. Aiden, the Steelers because of projection too. Aiden, in these next couple of games, the Steelers play the Dallas Cowboys.
They're going to be 10-0. They're going to be 10-0. I get that.
Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the game after that, they play the Baltimore Ravens. But we don't know how the Baltimore Ravens is going to work out without Ronnie Stanley. And then, of course, this morning we just heard that Marlon Humphrey just tested positive for COVID-19. We don't know going to work out for them.
That's their best old lineman and their best defensive player, as far as my knowledge.
Right, but Aiden, as of right now, if we're only got a projection, the best team in the NFL is clearly the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this has been another phenomenal episode with you, man. This has been Sports Time Darius Aiden. I'm Darius Sound. That's Aiden my name. We will see you tomorrow on a brand new Tuesday morning. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment down below. Make sure to hit that post notification for every new video and update from our channel. And we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody, peace and love.